4 for Ajax. 4 in an utterly dominant performance where this could have been 6, it could have been 7. A great performance from Alfred Schroeder's side, and you have to tip your hat off to them. The pressing, the ball movement, we know this with Ajax, but when you get to see it over and over again in the Champions League, it is a magnificent thing to watch. And Ajax gave Rangers absolutely zilch. Nothing. Nada. Rangers didn't even have a shot on target until the 92nd minute, and that was because Ocampos, I don't know what he was doing there, takes a deflection off Timber and it hits the post. That's the only opportunity Rangers had. Obviously, Barres had scored, but it was offside. You know what? Alfred Schroeder made some bold decisions today. The one bold decision that he made was starting Kudus at the false 9. And Kudus was man of the match. That goal he scored, pushing off James Tavernier, telling him to go to the gym. That shot off the post. I've rated Kudus so highly in the last couple months, and I think he hasn't had a fair shout. And starting for Ajax, now Alfred Schroeder seems to be giving him more opportunities, and Kudus is taking that opportunity with strides. Absolutely love to see it. I thought his movement off the ball, his dribbling, that solo goal that he almost scored in the second half, Kudus was magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. So shout out to Kudus. And he's going to have a great season, I hope. And I hope he continues to get more and more playing time. And this is now going to be a problem for Alfred Schroeder. You have Brian Brobbey, who's been playing well at the striker role. And then you have Kudus, who played a magnificent game at the false 9. So it's going to be a little bit of a dilemma for Schroeder. Other than that, what can you say? Calvin Bassey was amazing. Timber was amazing. I thought Tadic with his playmaking good today. Steven Bergwijn wasn't even the best player on the pitch, and he's been utterly dominant in the Eredivisie so far. And he got the 4th goal. That's because of Jack's own mistake. And then obviously Alvarez with the goal. It was just a 5-star performance from this Ajax team. 5-star. Pasveer, he probably could have made a martini or something in goal because he had nothing to do. He was relaxing like he was on the beach. Great performance. The pressing that they didn't allow Rangers a sniff. Just suffocate them in their own half. And that's how good Ajax are with their philosophy. Doesn't matter if players go, doesn't matter if manager go. We keep on performing the Ajax way, and yet again, great performance. As for Rangers, boy, oh boy, oh boy. So now it's back-to-back games you lose 4-0. With no desire, no intensity, no patterns of play. Golak, Malik Tillman, Kent, terrible. Kent was terrible today. Malik Tillman was terrible today. Midfield of Lundstad and Glenn Kamara. I love my guy Glenn. I'm from Finland, guys. Glenn wasn't good. And defensively, James Tavernier was a shocker today. Goldson was struggling. Even Sands, who's been actually playing quite well for Rangers so far this season, was pretty bad. Nobody on Rangers had more than a 4 out of 10 performance. Absolutely nobody. That's how bad Rangers were. And if they perform like that throughout the Champions League, I don't expect these performances at Ibrox because that crowd will elevate their play. But you have to question a little bit, what is Giovanni Van Bronckhorst thinking right now? That's 2 embarrassing losses back to back. Their first Champions League game in over a decade. That's not good enough from Rangers. I was expecting more, and especially after that weekend that they had. They weren't able to complete more than 5 passes in that first half because that's how good Ajax were. So Rangers really got taught a lesson. There is levels to go from the Europa League to the Champions League. And Ajax taught them a lesson today on football. And that's a harsh thing to say about Rangers, but it is the reality for this game today. And the Old Firm Derby, they just didn't show any desire in matches that you should be ready as a player. These are the big moments you want, but the players just kind of shrinked under the pressure. You don't want that as a Rangers fan. You want your players to accept the tough competitions, the adversity that you go through, but it just seems like the players shrink, and that's a poor performance from Rangers once again. And now they got a big game next week against Napoli at home. It's a must-win if they want to progress out of the group, but take nothing away. Ajax were phenomenal. Kudus, man of the match, and Alfred Schroeder, 6 wins out of 6. Except if you count the Dutch Community Shield, which they lost 5-3 against PSV. I'm not going to count that, but Eredivisie, 5 out of 5. Champions League, 1 out of 1. An utterly dominant performance, and shout out to both sets of fans because, the crowds from both teams are amazing. Give me your thoughts in the comment section down below of Ajax's dominant performance over Rangers in the Champions League tonight. 4-0 victory at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you want Champions League coverage throughout the season, this is the place to be on the Michael Talks Football channel. Have a beautiful day, stay safe in this crazy world, and adios!